Hey troops, it's General J Smith here, otherwise known as Josh, with my LEGO Star Wars 2014 Winter Minifig overview. It's kind of a mouthful there. But anyway, so basically, well, I think it's going to be quite a quick video, because I'm not really going in detail of each of these figures, because that would take forever. But just general overview of the figures we got from the 2014 line, and it's been a great line for sets and for figures, because look at some of the figures we've got here. They are so awesome. Saying that though, that is really biased, because to be honest, in fact the only set that has not been Clone Wars or Episode 3 has been this set right here. Everything else has been Clone Wars or Episode 3. Right from the Kashyyyk Troopers to the police gunship. So yeah. But so it's great if you're a Clone Wars fan. If you're an Originals fan, maybe not as much. But you know, this battle pack's still kind of cool. Not the best, I think, Imperial battle pack we've ever got, but, you know, it's still kind of cool. Kind of useful. And, yeah. But, anyway, so this is just me basically a quick overview of seeing what we've got. Right, we get, overall, if you get one of every set, that is, then you will end up with 14 battle droids of some sort. Not including the 2 astromech droids that are here, but just general battle droids, and not including General Grievous. So just, you know, like super battle droids or normal battle droids, or that, this guy, or the pilot, you know, and including the buzz droids, basically. You will also get 16 clone troopers, including the pilot here. So that's really awesome. You know, ranging from like Commander Greed to Kashyyyk troopers to Utapau troopers to Shock troopers. You know, and you're just seeing we're getting some really cool ones, and we get, to my knowledge, 5 Jedi, actually. However, Obi-Wan Kenobi does not come with a lightsaber. So, yeah, he just comes with that really long lightning staff, which, as I said, I'm not a fan of, because it's way too long, but okay. So, yeah, I mean, just look, I mean, these figures are so ridiculously awesome. Nothing is particularly special with battle droids. I mean, this is one of those waves where we do get a lot of them. I mean, a bunch of the sets have been Republic. In fact, I think there have been a few more Republic sets than Separatist sets. However, we've nearly got as many droids as clones, which is great for army building, because, I mean, just, you know, great. I mean, for example, in the ATAP, we get 3 battle droids. In, I don't know, the Battle of Salukon, we get 4. You know, it's just a great thing. I mean, in the droid gunship, we get 2, and then 2... You know, it's just great. So, yeah, we're getting a bunch of droids, which is really awesome. I mean, personally, my favourite, like a lot of people, I think, I want to build my clone army more than anything else. However, it's great to build a droid army as well. You know, that's like probably my second favourite army. Because it is a really cool army. And, you know, it's great that you can involuntarily build it as you're trying to collect, like, your clone army. You're also building your droid army. You don't really need to think about it that much. Like, you know, building up roughly the same. So that's a really good thing. Yeah, so, I mean, what is there to say about this line? It's just so awesome. There's so many mocks that come out of this. A lot of people are making Kashyyyk mocks, and that is probably because we're getting sets like the Kashyyyk Troopers, obviously, where you get like 2 of these guys, these 41st Elite Corps, you're actually sure, and then 2 of these normal ones. And we're also getting Commander Gree. He's awesome in the ATAP. We're getting this guy, the same one that we got like in the Kashyyyk Battle Pack, but we get him in the droid gunship as well. It's just an awesome line. Now, this line was based on Episode 3, you probably know. The only sets here that are not technically Episode 3 are obviously the Death Star Troopers Battle Pack, and technically these 2 aren't. They aren't classed as Episode 3 sets. They're classed as Clone Wars sets. However, technically, you know, the Clone Wars was in Episode 3. So, yeah, it's just count them as the same thing. You know, they come with clones. However, the difference is, because these are Clone Wars and not Episode 3, let's just take the Shock Troopers here, they come with the Clone Wars heads, instead of the heads we got in, like, the 2013 Battle Pack. And which is the same, which, you know, the head, the cool head, basically. Oops, wrong way. There. Like, for example, here we're getting the new head, which I personally like a lot more, and I think a lot of people do, because it's so much more like Soldier, Clone Wars, and it's just awesome. So that is one difference between the clones. But yeah, so we've had a bunch of new figures here. I mean, really, actually look at this line. What figures, according to LEGO, aren't new? Well, I mean, these 2 figures are new. These two figures, I suppose technically these figures aren't new, or they might be. If they are, they're very slightly new. I mean, this is not including the weapons, which technically are new, but you know, they're just the weapons. The arms are slightly dark red, so I suppose you could say this battle pack has completely new figures, you know. Obviously this one has completely new, this is completely new. This one is also completely new, well, apart from the droids, so basically just a Bark Trooper then. And also there's a lot of debate about, is this a Bark Trooper or is it Commander Neo? Because they wear exactly the same armor, so how do we know? So, yeah, but he's still ridiculously awesome, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to get another one of these battle packs because it's so awesome. So, yeah. I mean, well, no, it's not really a battle pack. Leave down in the comments if you think this is, the Balance of Lucamite is a battle pack. Yeah, and do you think it's Commander Neo or Bark Trooper, which technically isn't true, it's part of the 91st something Legion. These guys are new. We get a new R2-D2, he's awesome, remodeled, whoops. After so long, he's awesome. Technically this guy's new, and this guy's new. Whatever, not ridiculously new. These two guys are new, that's awesome. You know, obviously the new General Grievous, just amazing. Everyone here is new apart from the blue battle droid. Everyone here is new, well, apart from the battle droids. I suppose, yeah, this guy is new, however he's not unique because he obviously comes in this battle pack. Everyone here is new, apart from the battle droids. Well, actually no, this battle droid I think is slightly new, but we have other battle droids very close to him. This is battle droid commander. So yeah, obviously shock troopers are new, and technically Anakin's new, but yeah, not massively. Everyone here is new. Technically, even though I don't really notice much difference between Plo Koon and the older ones, but okay. And we obviously get a new Chancellor Palpatine here, and technically this Buzz Droid's new, but we do get another set. So, yeah. If you're just looking for figures, I suppose the set I would recommend would be one of the battle packs, or maybe the Battle of Seleucami, because figures-wise, it is really awesome. I mean, this General Grievous wheel bike. Now, which is, I think, my favourite figure? That's very difficult. It really is. General Grievous is awesome. These troopers here, really awesome. Commander Gree, I mean, look at this. Please leave down in the comments, which is your favourite figure? From all the ones here, which is your favourite figure? Because I'm going to be very interested to find out, because, you know, it's been such an awesome line. I don't know what to say, really. So it's great that we get a bunch of battle droids and we get a bunch of clones. This is the line we're really hoping for. Personally, I think this is one of the best lines we've had from LEGO Star Wars. And let me, like, just hear what I'm saying, right? No, I don't think it's got the absolute best sets. For example, my favourite sets are the Clone Turbo Tank, ATT, and the Republic Gunship. You know, and my best set for me from this line was ATAP. And it's not a bad set. It's probably my top 10-ish favourite sets of all time, maybe, or maybe top 15, top 20, something like that. It's definitely my favourite set. However, the thing is, for example, with the Summer line, we've got the AT and the Republic Gunship. So you may think that I'd consider that the best line. I don't. I consider this line better, even though the sets in this line aren't, like, as good, like, separately. As a line, as a whole, like, the general, like, whole line, it's been really good. It really has. This is one of those few lines where I genuinely wanted everything in the line. Because with the Summer Wave, yeah, there were some really, really good sets. You know, the Republic Gunship and the ATTE. However, there's still some sets that I didn't want. For example, Jabba Sail Barge. I didn't want that, and I didn't get it. I didn't really want the John Geonosis. The figures there were cool, but meh. And just a few other ones. But this is one of the lines where I genuinely want every set. I suppose I didn't as much want the Jedi Interceptor, just because I've got the green one, which is pretty much very close to the same design, except a different colour. The figures weren't particularly special. I mean, it's awesome to get this new R2-D2. I'm so going to use him a lot, because I think he's the best yet. I wasn't that fussed about the V-Wing either, just because I've got turn 6 and turn level 1, and yeah, I think it's the best V-Wing you've had, but it's not, you know, nothing to scream about. But it's still a cool set to have, don't get me wrong. All the sets here are still cool to have. They really are. So, yeah, I'd recommend all of them. But some I'd recommend more than others. And what is this? Tri-Droid? No. What's it called? Tri-Fighter? I don't know. Yeah, that was a good set. We've got Chancellor Palpatine in a handcuffs. A figure we've wanted who knows how long. Since, like, I suppose since 2005, since we first saw the film. Not much detail on him, but at the end of the day, how much detail can you have? And he's in handcuffs. A really cool figure. He really is. I wouldn't say he's worth a £35 I can't put it back on. Why won't you go on? I would say he's worth the £35 price for the Tri-Fighter. However, it's still worth a fair bit. And I suppose I'd recommend the Tri-Fighter as an investment, just because it definitely go up in price when it's retired, you know. But yeah. And, well, the Republic Cannon, well, it's just amazingly awesome. The figures, yeah, the figures are pretty good. I mean, personally, from a personal point of view, I'm really glad we got Plo Koon just because I don't have one. But most people do have Plo Koon, so it's not as big a deal for them. But the Wolfpack Troopers as Phase 2 are awesome. It would be even more awesome if we got Commander Wolf, but unfortunately we didn't. By the way, me doing this, I didn't add the Droidica that came in the Public Cannon, just because technically, according to the box, it is not a figure. It is not classed as a figure on the box or in the instructions or anything. So I didn't put it in there because, technically speaking, it's not a figure. It's strange that the Buzz droids were considered figures, but the Droidica wasn't. Don't really know why that was, but okay. Anyway, though, so it was awesome. I'm definitely going to get a bunch of the Republic Cannon because it's an awesome set. Just, yeah, really. What more did I say? So leave down in the comments which is your favourite figure. We got a bunch of new ones. I mean, we got the new Nemoidian Guard. I don't think we've, well, we might have gotten before. I was quite actually surprised about the printing on him. He was really cool. More printing than I was expecting, because it's not really one of those mainstream ones where, you know, like, it's just cool to get a really massive army. So I wouldn't expect LEGO to give really brilliant printing on this. But they did, and obviously we got, well, they're not new guns. We've seen these guns before, but we've seen them pretty rarely in the Star Wars theme. So if you just collect Star Wars, which I do, then you probably won't have many of these guns. Maybe if you got the Wookiee sets before, but, you know, that's cool. And obviously we got a new Chewbacca. I really do want, I can't stress enough, I really do want you to leave in the comments which is your favourite figure, because we get so many cool ones. I mean, do you like the new Chewbacca, Chief Tarful, Commander Gree, General Grievous? I mean, one of these troopers, it's just incredible. Just wow. But anyway, so yeah, I suppose that's it really. It's really the video. So there you go then. Please check out my other videos on my channel. I have done reviews of every single set here, and I've obviously gone in detail for every single figure then. Not as much as droids, because, you know, they're droids. But yeah, so it's cool. If you want to build your droid or clone army, I recommend a lot of these sets. Really, the only downer is the fact that you do not have as many original sets. Now, personally, I'm not as much fussed about it, just because I'm not as much fussed about the originals. They're not bad or anything, I'm not saying that. I love all Star Wars, but I'm just saying. But if you do love the originals, then yeah, it might be a bit annoying for you. I'm sorry about that. However, on the bright side, according to the summer list, we're getting a bunch of original sets. We get the Star Destroyer. By the way, I'll be definitely getting that. No question. I so want the Star Destroyer so badly. So don't even, you know, you don't even have to say, am I going to get it? I'm gonna get it. Okay? I'm telling you now. Also, the 8080. Definitely getting that. I've never got one before, so I really want to see what that's like. Although it says on the price tag, the rumours, you know, price, it's going to be quite expensive, so it might be like one of the biggest 8080s we've ever had. It might be really big, which would be awesome. You know, be like size accurate, like, that'd be amazing. And we get things like B-Wing. I'm also really going to get that, because I can't really see what that's like. We haven't had a proper size B-Wing since like 2006. And we got the UCS one, but yeah, that's UCS. And I really like the B-Wing, because it was kind of rare, and I was like, you know, I had that as a broken up set, so I really want to get that. I'm curious about the Ghost, and the Phantom, and the Jedi Hunter set thing. We've seen these are sets from Star Wars Rebels, if you don't know, which is the new series that's going to come out later this year. So yeah, we've seen actual, like, art of the Ghost. I'm not a fan of it personally, just me, just because I know they tried to relate it to Star Wars Rebels, to the Millennium Falcon, and yeah, I suppose they did, because it does, you know, it does look quite a bit like the Millennium Falcon, but it's just far too boxy. The Millennium Falcon looks far better. It's just far too boxy in my taste. It's not smooth enough. It's just not, it's almost like, I don't know, you took the Millennium Falcon and chopped random bits off and stuck random bits on. It's almost like, you know, if you gave a child the Millennium Falcon, like the Lego model, and gave them a bunch of pieces, and they sort of let loose. It's just far too boxy for my taste, far too... Just, nah, I don't really design at all the Ghost. That's just me, you know. At the end of the day, if you love it, then there you go. But anyway, so, So I'm really curious to see what they're going to be like in LEGO, because we haven't really seen them at all. You know, a couple of the sets we don't even know what they look like. So, and we'll find out on Star Wars Rebels, obviously. And just a bunch, and we're getting a new Mos Eisley set. Woo! Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that. That seems quite expensive as well. So, you know, we'll see about that. But I want to get that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The ones I'm definitely more fussed about now are the Star Destroyer, the AT-AT, and yeah, probably the B-Wing. I'm curious to see what the Ghost's gonna be like. I might get that as well. I'm just never been a massive fan of the Mos Eisley set. I know a lot of people aren't. I know it's a very rare set. You know, I know a lot of people have been asking for a huge amount of time, can we get a new one? And we're obviously getting a new one. So that's awesome. And also we're getting those new players that we saw in Mos Eisley. Those most figures. You know, like the people who are playing that song. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like so the summer line looks really cool, and it looks like we're gonna get some really cool figures. So I've completely forgotten how I started this conversation, how I got into this, but I mean, oh yeah, I was talking about the originals. So yeah, so don't be down if we're only getting one original set, you know, because it is a cool set, and you can get multiples of it, which is cool because it's a battle pack. Because we'll be getting a bunch of original sets in the summer. So you know, look forward to that, originals fans. But anyway, so that's the overview of these figures. Sort of went off topic at the end, but you know, whatever. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like this video, you know, if you liked it, obviously. Please leave in the down comments everything I've asked you to. You know, all the questions I've asked, like, which is your favourite figure? I've said that like 3 times now, but, you know, I'm going to say it again. Because I'm really interested, because, you know, there's just so many, I can't really choose, to be honest with you. I need some guidance here. But anyway, so yeah. And yeah, I'm not sure what my next video will be, but I hope it'll be soon. Whatever it'll be, I hope it'll be cool. And yeah, and obviously please subscribe to my channel for more of these type of videos. In the summer, I will do my clone comparison. To be honest, I might be able to do that now, but I'm not sure if we're going to get any more clones in the summer. Then obviously I'll have to do it after the summer line comes out. But if we don't, then I can just do it now. But I'm not sure, because every year I do my clone comparison, basically. But this might be all the clones we get for this year, because as I said, a lot of the sets are based off the originals next year. So I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. You know, as time progresses, we'll see more pictures and things. So yeah, you know, so watch this space, as I said. Anyway guys, so thanks for watching. Please like this video, please comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of me. And I suppose I'll see you in my next video. Bye, troops.